say, words couldn't hurt me. Videos, just my name, they getting thirsty. Go ahead and put him in a hearse seat. It's getting murky, this time I deserve this. I'm ready for whatever war said he been a matador. Scared for the things I'm dreaming for. I'm eating caviar.
When I show y'all what I show y'all, y'all make sure y'all share this with y'all people. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Leave a like and your thoughts so it can go out to the algorithms. Let's get started.
Different crime scenes have developed throughout the evening, but we can tell you that there are at least 4, possibly 5 different locations, 4, possibly 5 possible victims in all of this, and we don't have any idea of a motive. I don't know if we're ever going to understand how someone could do this, but nonetheless, that the actions of one individual pretty much had a city paralyzed, trying to figure out where this guy is so that they can rest easy and not know that they may not be his next target.
So 5:59, officers responding to a shooting at the 4000 block of Jackson Avenue. Ezekiel Kelly was on Facebook Live when he opened fire inside of a store. Officers located the male with a gunshot wound, transported him to the hospital in critical condition. But here's where it gets a little crazy. At 6:12 p.m., they received a call from a concerned citizen that suspect was on Zeke Honcho's Facebook Live stating that he was threatening to kill citizens. Right up, overbite, they love you when your clothing tight. Overdose, they soaking trite. Never bought in when they all green, I be looking like the bartender. Got a couple of drinks, I like, oh yeah, what I know this when they keeping it open. They hope you reloading and keeping you floating. That boat that you're rolling is paid by your boat that's especially chosen. What you did not know this, that the liquor so. So a citywide search began. Multiple agencies got involved. There then became a recommended shelter in place. Now it's important to understand it was recommended, meaning that the city did not say you had to stay there. So at 7:23, officers responded to a shooting at Popular Avenue in North Evergreen. A female who had been shot was located in the scene and a gray SUV. Now at 7:24, officers started responding to a shooting at Popular Avenue at North McLean Boulevard. A male victim who had been shot was located and transported to the hospital as non-critical. At 8:55, officers responded to the 800 block of West Range regarding the shooting. Officers located one female victim on the scene with gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. At 8:56, South Haven Police Department responded to the area of State Line Road and Highway 51 regarding the carjacking. The suspect was carjacked at gunpoint and a gray Dodge Challenger was left behind. See, this part where it gets a little crazy. Officers pursue. He ain't got the bars. Crashed at Hodge Road. And the male driver was identified as Ezekiel Kelly. He was taken into custody without further incident. Now, it's kind of interesting, right? That's where the story began. But no. They managed to go ahead and find out certain things that you should know. Y'all ready?
Ezekiel Kelly was charged with criminal attempted first-degree murder, but pled guilty in April of 2021 to the lesser charge of aggravated assault. He was sentenced to 3 years, but only served 11 months in prison and was released on March 16, 2022, less than 6 months ago. If Mr. Kelly served his full 3-year sentence, he would still be in prison today, and 4 of our fellow citizens would still be alive.
Be leery of politicians when they spread a message. But they like to make you think it started with that man being shot in AutoZone. No. September 7, 2022, At 12:56 a.m., officers responded to a shooting at the 3100 block of Lindale Avenue. Officers located a male victim in the driveway. The male was pronounced deceased on the scene. The homicide suspect was known as Zeke Honcho. He was later identified as Ezekiel Kelly, 19 years old. At 4:38 p.m., officers responded to a shooting in the 900 block of South Parkway East. Officers located a male victim in his vehicle with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. Video surveillance at the business revealed a black male pulled up next to the victim in a gray sedan. The suspect fired multiple shots and fled south on College Street. At 4:40 p.m., which is 2 minutes later, officers responded to a shooting at Norris Road and Interstate 240. Officers located a female victim with a gunshot wound to the leg. The victim was transported to the hospital non-critical. The suspect fled in a dark-colored sedan eastbound on Norris Road. Then, within an hour, that's when he popped up at 5:59 at that AutoZone and shot that man. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theory type of person, but Mayor Strickland is kind of odd how you keep on pushing this message of the Truth in Sentencing Act. If you don't know what the Truth in Sentencing Act is, let me show you. Truth in sentencing will become the new standard in the state of Tennessee. The law says violent criminals charged with murder, rape, aggravated assault, and more will have to serve 100% of their sentences.
It's called the Department of Correction, not the Department of Punishment.
In late 2017, Shelby County Judge Chris Kraft approved a motion to suspend Justin Johnson's 5-year prison sentence after Johnson had served a little more than 5 months.
He appeared to be a very impressive young man without a record, and he always admitted to everything that he did.
Memphis police and U.S. Marshals say the now 23-year-old Johnson gunned down young Dolph just 4 years later. So why can a man who shot 3 people at a bowling alley walk free so quickly? It's a question many people are asking, including Memphis's mayor, during an appearance on Fox 13's Good Morning Memphis Monday.
If you're guilty of aggravated assault and that's shooting a weapon from one person to another person, there is no mandatory jail time.
Documents show just months after he was released, Johnson was arrested again for having guns and drugs.
The federal court prosecuted him for the gun and drug charge. And so when I gave him his 5 years, then I signed an order sending him to federal court. And that's the last we heard of it.
These people are getting off with little or no prison time.
Mayor Jim Strickland hopes Tennessee legislators approve a bill to strengthen the penalty for aggravated assault.
When you commit a violent act, I think you have to serve time. It has to punish, and it has to be a deterrent for others.
They're not animals, and they shouldn't be locked up in cages unless there's just no other way out.
These evil actions show why truth in sentencing is a must. And we should do all we can to make our city safe. We should not be terrorized by anyone.
Now, to be fair, square, and honest, Memphis has been on fire as of late. You had the kidnapping of the lady, what is her name? Eliza Fletcher, who was found dead outside of the suspect's brother's apartment. And no matter how you slice it and dice it, something does have to happen. But a lot of people are pointing out the fact that, and I hate to put it this way, but once it happened to the white people, now stuff is going to get involved. Tennessee, I'm telling you now, I don't care that you still got your Confederate stars and everything in there, bro. They are coming with gun laws that will change. Be fair, square, and aware. What just happened in Memphis is a test run because it's going to happen in Nashville. And no, I do not mean that this is a conspiracy, but I find it hard to believe that that same man that was pushing that message when young Dolph got killed, when tensions were high, and whose law just went into effect a month ago, or 2 months ago, who's getting all type of backlash for it because they said and more. So that means really you can modify it and serve 100% of your time. Now, I do believe if you do shoot and hit somebody, you do deserve to go to jail for a while. But it depends on the circumstance. Everything depends. If a mother was defending her kid and some BS happened, and she had to pull her gun, but she doesn't have the aim, and unfortunately shoot and hit somebody in the shoulder, that mandatory sentencing is going to say that she deserves to do 100% of that time. So they won't even take into effect stuff like that. So as long as there's modifications and stuff like that, cool. But let me ask you this. Y'all still ain't got rid of qualified immunity for the police officers. So when are y'all going to hold up the people who are in charge of representing the laws and pushing the laws? But we'll see. If you like what we did here, man, today, go ahead and leave a like, leave your thoughts or your comments so it can push into the algorithms. We'll do more videos like this if y'all want. Typically, this is a rap opinion channel, but I had to do this one because I know I do my thing when I do my things with these ones. Y'all let me know what's going on. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified. Join that 10% gang. Y'all expect me to keep it real? Because you know that I will. I do this daily, baby. Check out the Nightly Nash podcast. Also, Street and Music Steady Nash if you have not. It's on all streaming platforms. Guaranteed you're going to find something you like. Probably like that overly thugging freestyle, or maybe something different. Let me know in the comments. We possibly shoot that music video.